Hey, what's up guys? This is Chatura from Anti-VFX and this is our first tutorial video about Adobe After Effects. So this is a beginner to advanced level After Effects training series. By following this training series, you can become a master of After Effects. Whether you want to create motion graphics, visual effects, or create movie trailers, title, typography animation, or even if you want to create templates and sell them on Envato market, this is the training series you want to follow. We post After Effects tutorial every week, so you can follow along with our tutorial and take a really good in-depth understand about the technical things and the creative things and how practically use After Effects to create things you need, right? So basically After Effects is a motion graphics and visual effects software. We call it, we use this for the composition work, right? So you know that when it comes to movies, you can see bomb blast, fire, a lot of stuff. But there are very dedicated movie compositing softwares like Nuke, which is used in Hollywood, but After Effects is mostly used in TV channels and other video production studios. Add create titles, motion graphics, create lower thirds, and if you want to create motion graphics marketing videos, we use After Effects. So first thing is when you learn any software, you must have a practical experience how to use the tools and create the thing you need. As well as you must have a very clear idea about the things, the command, what is the meaning of this command and what kind of thing you can do. So instead of just jumping to create something cool, something interesting, if you spend time to learn the basic fundamental concepts in this software, the theory, the effect, if you break down each of these things into small pieces, and you must master these small skills first. By that way, you can create genuine, original things based on your imagination, because you know how to use the tool. So, but if you know how to use the tool, you can create whatever you want, right? So first, we need to learn about the tools and technically how to use them correctly and efficiently, right? So you can see there are a lot of panels in this software. It's very complex. You can learn 5 years this software, but I'll teach you how to get started with this software and create the things you need as soon as possible, right? So let's take a look at the interface tour. So when you open the After Effects, you can get an interface like this. By the way, I'm using, if you want to check your After Effects version, you can go to the help menu and you can go for about After Effects. By here you can see the version. I'm using 16.0.1. so this is the version, and you can verify what is your After Effects version, right? So another thing is when it comes to this kind of composition work, you need to have a really good workstation. If you have a laptop with about Core i5 or something, you can get started with the software. But if you want to do more professional work, you need to have a professional workstation with multiple cores and lot of RAM, right? So you can see my workstation, and as well as you need to have a really good graphic card when it comes to advanced things. But you can get started with After Effects in any computer based on your requirements, and when you learn new things and if you think that your computer is not sufficient, you can go for upgrade option. In the future video, I'd like to talk more about the hardware things that is required to run After Effects smoothly. The minimum, you can check on Adobe's website, the minimum system requirements to run After Effects smoothly, and if you it's definitely have higher CPU costs, GPU and RAM to work much faster and efficiently in After Effects. Now, so let's take a look at the interface. So this is the project panel, and you can see it is highlighted with blue line. this is the panel where we store our assets and the compositions. So this is the effect control panel, so you can get an idea about these things. So you can see a character panel here, so basic type control things, font size, font name, and this is we call the timeline panel. So the things are here, and you can see now the panels. You can turn on any panel by using window menu, and you can turn on these panels. You can see there are so many panels that is not turned on yet. You can see how complex is this software. You can see brushes. So these are third-party plugins that I have installed. I'll talk those things as well. And you can see this is the default panels that comes with After Effects. You may not see these things in your software because these are third-party plugin software. So that's a different topic. I'll talk these things in a future video. So let's start with this After Effects software. So I use different teaching techniques to give you a very good understanding about this software. So listen carefully. So now we want to create something inside After Effects. We have to create composition. We can right click on this area in the project panel. You can go for new composition and it will open this dialog box. You have to understand a lot of dialog boxes inside After Effects. By that way you can create whatever you want. So you can see this composition settings dialog box. You can type a name, right? So you can type test, right? So here you can see some basic settings, width, height and pixel aspect ratio, frame rate, resolution, and start and duration, right? So the duration is 10 seconds here. So this is frames, this is seconds, this is minutes, and this is hours. That's the time code. That's how you read the time code. And here you can select the background color. I select something red, right? Okay. So now we set up this basic settings. I'll explain each of these things much detailed manner in a future video. So I click OK. So now you can see we created something like this, and if you cannot see the full size, you can control this by using fit to 100%, or you can fit to the area, or you can see that 100% size by pressing shift. By pressing the space key on your keyboard, you can use this hand tool to move this composition preview window. We say this composition preview window, so things everything, the final video preview is here. So this is timeline, so we can create text. So this is a text tool, and I click on that and I type something here. Right, so we type the text, and here once you type the text, you can change the size of that using this menu. Right, so here this is the select tool, and you can use that select tool to move things on the composition window, right? So these are basic character panels. So this is how you get started with After Effects. So just open the After Effects and click on each menu and create a new composition and use the type tool and start typing this and get familiar with the tool. In the next video we can see what's possible next. So if you haven't subscribed to NTVFX, please subscribe